Good morning and aloha, everybody, and boy, do we have something different for you today. I finally get to record a Nintendo game on my channel. Yeah! Let's go! Space. Rosalina's favorite place to be, because that's where she was raised by her own children, and then she became the mama of the entire universe. I would say multiverse, but that's just not true. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, I remember in the original version that Chain Chomp was clipping through the floor and he could barely move at all, and they fixed it here by having him bounce. That might have been their original vision. I don't know. I haven't seen the concept art, or even if there's concept art to begin with. There might be. I might have to Google that after that. Luke, put up text if there is any concept art whatsoever, and if there is, please show it. If not, just put up text. Okay, thank you. Money! They say that you need to drop all things that you think are important to you in life, money being one of them. But as Rainbow Road is showing, once you go to heaven, there's money there too, which implies heaven has a bank. Which implies heaven probably has a job for you, which you need to make stable income. Unless that's an option for you to have some stable income. That's something to think about. If you die and go to heaven, do you have the option to just continue it like you were alive anyway? Do you ask God for a paying job? Do you want to ask God for the option of paying bills in heaven? Questions for later. They locked up Peach's castle. You can't go there anymore. You used to be able to go there, but now they just took it from you. The one thing that you could do in the original Nintendo 64. The freedom to pretend that you're in the actual game yourself, even momentarily, has been removed from the experience altogether. Now, I know why they did it, because it puts more focus on the race, because when you're doing online matches and such, you know, there's not really a need to be adventurous. I mean, it would be pretty dang neat to explore the entire map in time trials, but like when it comes to online races and Grand Prix, I can totally see the need to get rid of it, so that is entirely valid on their part if that was their intention. I might just be talking out of my mouth whenever I get critical about something, or whenever I try to guess something I'm usually wrong about it, but you know what? That's fine. Just leave it in the video as is for people to speculate on their own, and then if the comments come and say that I'm right or wrong, I'll just have to be blank-faced about it. Here we go, though. Let's just go racing. I'm just happy that I'm able to do this. The consequences, however, I'm really hoping Nintendo doesn't attack my channel if I do this, or is that only when you're trying to monetize it? Because I have no intention of making any kind of money off of this. I already have way too many issues when recording stuff, so me trying to make any money in any capacity off of these streams and recordings is just a no-go, because the quality, for me at least, is not entirely there pay-wise. For anyone just noticing, yes, there are no items on. I have it set to 150cc because I am utterly terrified of 200cc, and that you could just go flying off the track at any moment, and the reason why the items are off is because if I fail at a race, I want to know that it's my fault that that happened, and not because some BS blue shell or red shell hit me multiple times before crossing the finish line. That's a big boy. Big stone boy that I only assume has mechanics in it. I don't know if Bowser has the budget for that, or maybe like Kamek put a spell on the statue so it can just move around like that, because in the other ones they were all like mechanical based statues that just did a bunch of violent things, like shoot fire at you, move left from right. I just got my answer. I looked at those gears. This entire castle is mechanical. I am a dippy whippy. Oh god. Game went chugga chugga. The big boy showed up and the entire collapse of reality started happening. I didn't cheat, by the way. This actually took me a few days to unlock. My main for Mario Kart in most cases would be Daisy, but I did work my butt off to unlock Rosalina, and I'm very proud of what I was able to accomplish. So of course, I'm gonna flaunt her like mad. If it was a normal game, I would just, you know, pick Daisy, because I do like playing as Daisy in any kind of game, not just racing. She is my main in Smash Brothers, and in all previous installments, I use the Daisy colors when selecting Peach. I really do enjoy that. I do not main Rosalina, however, because using Illuma for everything is not within my normal brain's behavior patterns. I don't know how to make that work, even if I tried. There are more people out there who know how to make that work than I do. But when it comes to just driving a kart, yeah, let's go. Heavy set woman, here we go. I mean, of course, she's friggin' heavy. She's God. You put God in a friggin' kart, of course, his almighty power is probably gonna break the engine before bringing it back to life again. Either that, he'll just make the next evolution of engines. God gets frustrated at a kart. What's he do? He just eradicates it from the earth so he can reinvent it so it can work for him. This is the most unintentionally religious stream I've ever made. Of course I'm gonna make that because I'm playing as God, technically. They did confirm in the Super Mario Brothers movie universe that Rosalina is the god of that movie universe, so it only makes sense. I also think Rosalina is the only princess who didn't technically get captured, not in the conventional way anyway. She didn't have a rope like tied around her. Like, she was just more like in a cosmic area where Bowser had way too much friggin' power. And that's how she got stuck, but in any other traditional case, she did not get captured. She has certainly been corrupted. Like in the new Mario Rabbids game, she got corrupted. But she's probably like the strongest princess by far, if you want to compare. We're not done racing yet. That was a shorty short. I'm going to keep this going, so let's go 5 more races. One of the easiest yet most frustrating maps in all of Mario Kart. Easy peasy lemon squeezy, but also just easy to screw up because if you have items on Frantic, in any sort of match, you are going to get many people mad, including yourself. Here, you just have to rely on your own skills. I'm just hoping I can go fast enough. Dang it, I missed that coin. I'm gonna grab as many as I can, in which I missed a good chunk there. God forsaken. Okie dokie, got 3 of that time. Yay! I don't really have much to say about Mario Kart in these races. I grew up on it. My brother and I played nearly every generation. I mean, technically we did, because we played Super Mario Kart way later on when we downloaded it for the Wii Virtual Console. My brother was good at it. I was not very good at it. It was very slippery. We played Super Circuit. We played Double Dash, obviously. And we played a lot of Wii, unintentional. And then when this came out for the Wii U, we friggin' snagged that. I'm making so many unintentional puns. And then the deluxe version came out, and we didn't buy that at the same time as each other. My brother got the game 2 years beforehand, and we just kind of shared that. And then way later on in the Switch's life, like nearly 3 years now, then I got the game for my own little Switch. And that was fun. The booster pack came out. This is not that. This is the Wii U version. And of course, when all of those tracks came out every 2 to 4 months, of course I'm gonna grab that sucker, and all of those were good too. I know there was heavy criticism towards them when they were coming out. Some of them were less than quality, cough cough, Coconut Mall. But other than that, they were all worth it. I talked so much that I forgot to boost. I should probably say right now that there is a little baby puppy in here in the room with me. His name is Tiger. He is part husky. He is a German Shepherd / husky. He is one of those mixed doggies that was born with anxiety, and we just have to put up with it. I looked up those types of breeds, and the only information that I could look up for the German Huskies / husky, I guess I could just say German Husky, and the one bit of information that I found was, why did you do that? Why did you breed that? You should not have created that breed. You are automatically dooming your dog if they are born like that. You breed those 2 dogs. Why? Their brain's going to have a constant argument with themselves. Because, you know, one dog is meant for hunting and the other one for chasing, and when you breed them, you're putting 2 jobs in that puppy's head as soon as they're born, so they're going to be anxious all the time. And trust me, we went through all of that when we first got him. It was a pain, but since then he has grown up a little bit. He is a little bit over a year old now, and he's gotten a lot more well behaved. Not enough for us to take him out in the front of the house at all. Like, we keep him in the back. Curly, however, she is good. She has calmed down since then. We can trust her in the front. Tiger stays exclusively in the back, and he is very attached to all of us, to the point where he is the reason why he is one of the many reasons why I have not been able to get many recordings done, because he is very active, but he has been relaxed since. He is currently asleep right now. He's like half awake and he doesn't feel like moving. So I'm taking advantage of his sleepy little head to do this almost broken recording. And when I say OBS is broken, I mean for some reason on this computer, on this new higher quality, higher powered computer, OBS's audio just glitches out every once in a while. I had to look it up, and they said, oh, that might be NVIDIA causing the problem, and you just need to shut off the NVIDIA setting on OBS. And so I did, and that did fix the problem for a while, but then the glitches came back in a new form. So now it's not as clicky, but instead of it making a very loud, irritating noise, it like shuts off the audio for like a millisecond. It's like when you gulp. That's what it sounds like. Like every time there's a little glitch, the audio gulps. And you know, while it's not as irritating, it still is a problem that I don't know how to fix. It might just be that my computer was not built with that in mind, despite it being a very high-tech computer that can run really big games. Like the biggest game that I got this computer to run on was Halo 4, so it can certainly play 360 games, and it can play Wii games, except not Wii Sports anymore. It used to do that, but the Dolphin emulator that I used, their latest update kind of screwed things up, so now Wii Sports doesn't run as good as it used to. But when it comes to everything else, like PS2 and GameCube, and especially PlayStation portable games, they run amazingly well. I had Burnout Dominator running at a solid 60 FPS with no audio lag whatsoever. The only glitch that actually happened was that in one of the tracks, my vehicle would turn purple, and it was only on that track alone. I thought if I just shut off the emulator and turned it back on, it would fix it, but it did not. But that's about the only issue. I can't stream that audio if I wanted to stream that game specifically, because it has a whole lot of copyrighted songs in it. But if I do, I will probably just use the same music that I've been using in my other streams. Support your indie creators. This is also the first stream in a really long time where it's actually 720p. That's 60 FPS, or lower. I don't know how this is gonna go down. But it has very much been a very goddamn long time since I've done a fully HD video of a stream specifically, because the last one I did put out was Diet Stage, which is well over 700 views on YouTube now, and I think over 2,400 something views on Newgrounds. I'm really glad that that's doing well. I should probably make a proper update video talking about that. I do plan on updating a lot of folks on that. I did look at my previous update videos. It's been a long while since I've actually caught up with anybody on anything. So when that video comes out, I'm just going to tell you what it is. It's going to be a overview of the stuff I've been putting out, an explanation behind each of them, and what went into all of them, and of course, you know, how much fun I had when making them. Because I always try my best to have fun in any kind of video I make. Even when I'm getting my butt kicked in a video game, I at least try to have it be fun. And, well, my viewers, you guys are really smart. You guys pick up on when I'm not having fun. Like in the Portal Beta video, that one was something where I just was not entirely in a good mood. And it showed so much that it's the least popular gaming video that I ever put out. And that is not the first time that you guys have noticed when I wasn't entirely there, or at least I screwed something up. Like in the second video from the PC Gamer Show videos, you guys did notify me that when I tried discussing a certain topic, that I didn't do a very good job at discussing said topic. And it was also a really smart move, because around that time I was establishing my channel as just an entertainment channel, and that I didn't want to discuss anything or express my opinion on anything, because that wasn't the focus of my content. So when that video came out where I tried to express my opinion on something, you guys rightfully told me to shut up. And you guys, oh boy, you taught me a lesson that day. Another case of y'all being really smart is like in one of the oldest videos that I put out, was when I was doing the Sonic 06 abridged series. I think episode 6, if I recall. No, it was episode 7, I think, where I explicitly said that video was there as filler, because I just wanted to get on to making the next video. And for a good long while, episode 7 was the most ignored video out of all the episodes. But since then, there's been a sizable boom for those 10 videos, and now they're a lot more popular. I think the playlist is about to hit 1,000 views now, so I'm really glad that y'all have supported me for this long, and that you guys have even outsmarted me and called me out on my BS a good chunk of times. So I'm just like taking this time to acknowledge that. And when I do get around to making that little update video, we can catch up even more. Right now, we're gonna just continue gaming, because I talked so much that we just flew past all of the tracks. So let's just play this game proper. I'm sure I did not give you much time to breathe. We are so ready to play Not City Escape. That's an overused joke, but it's a good one. Because you completely understand it. That entire section when you're just going down, that just calls for the almighty death truck. When I originally played this, getting onto that boat to do that specific stunt was really, really friggin' difficult, and I don't know why I kept failing at it. I was a filthy casual back then. I'm still a filthy casual now, but I have more experience than I did before. Shortcut, we failed shortcut. Anybody else surprised that Wario owns a friggin' tram? I mean, he owns a boat. That's good for him, but he owns a friggin' tram. He's not even riding it. Wario's the kind of guy who would flaunt his wealth in front of your goddamn face. Like, he bought a tram, he's going to ride that thing everywhere. He would probably modify it to be off of the track. He would make that thing go super duper fast. He would attach rockets to the back, and he would just say, "Look at me!" Mario has a tram too, but I don't think he would flaunt it. Heck, I'm not even sure he's the one that made it. I'm pretty sure everyone in the Mushroom Kingdom just made him a tram, and he was like, "Okay, that's really nice." And they did the same for Luigi too. I'm pretty sure half the Toads in the Mushroom Kingdom don't even remember his name. Bowser doesn't remember his name. Unless you played Luigi's Mansion, then of course those people are gonna remember Luigi's name. They know the power of Luigi. And also he has massive anxiety and he has self-doubt issues, so he needs all the motivation he can get, so the Toads are just gonna be as nice to him as possible. They didn't intentionally get kidnapped, if that's what you think I'm implying. I thought I was implying that too. That's why I'm saying it out loud and saying that I'm not implying it. Now there's gonna be a parody that takes that all the friggin' way, and it's gonna be depressing. I did not notice that window before. I obviously noticed those windows, but that little window with the light on in it, that one, wow, just somebody lives in that little tiny corner where there's a 50-50% chance that there's going to be a car wheel ramming into their kitchen window while they're just trying to wash their friggin' dishes. Completely ruined dinner for everybody. Mario Kart Wii nostalgia, go! Whee! This time with easier stunt controls, because on the Wii version, the stunt button was not the same as the jump button, so it wasn't as easy. You could jump in Mario Kart Wii, but it wouldn't let you stunt at all. It was like the down button on the analog stick. Not the analog stick, what am I talking about? The analog, the D-pad. That is what I'm thinking of. I'm not gonna act like that. I'm stupid. Not as stupid, though. I gotta love myself. What am I doing with my life? I don't know, but I need to make it better. That's what I'm gonna do here. It's very early in the morning. But, yeah. The D-pad is the thing that you would press to do a stunt, and I'm guessing Nintendo realized this mistake fairly early on and immediately fixed it for Mario Kart 7 and 8. And then everybody else borrowed it when they wanted to make their own PC racing games. Whee! End of the world, and it's happening right now. Somebody probably died behind me, but you know what? They'll get back up. We live in a cartoon. They just have like gray smoke all over their face. And there's a 50-50% chance that it's offensive. So we're just not gonna acknowledge it. Just let them deal with it while they're behind us. Fly like an eagle. I wanted to say, realistically, that thing would burn up within the atmosphere immediately in this volcano. What am I talking about? We're on Earth. There is a strong atmosphere already. This ain't space. It takes place in space. Everything takes place in space. But then I realized sometimes you just gotta shut up and let the game be a game. Much like how you gotta let a cartoon be a cartoon. Is that the last race? Okay, I'm gonna assume we have one more race to go, and I'm gonna pick one of the biggies. It's gonna be... what am I gonna pick? I already started off with Rainbow Road, so obviously Not that again. Ooh boy, this is gonna be a harder decision. Ba 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 ba. You know what, Mario Circuit, let's go. We haven't showed that one off yet. If there's still audio glitches, that's gonna really demotivate me. Because I did set up that poll. And, well, I asked if I started watching cutscenes, would you want it to be edited or not? And a lot of you picked edited, so I'm assuming it's gonna be the same with the regular gaming content, because I'm pretty sure most people do not have time for watching something for over an hour, so we're gonna just do what everybody else is doing. Ever heard of Jmoji? They've been... That's a really good channel that I discovered about a week ago. They sort of reinvigorated my interest in Splatoon. I have that too. I'm gonna see if I can record myself playing that. Not a lot of single player though, because I'm not very good at it. But we'll just see where that goes. The Wi-Fi has been shut off, so no online antics. But we'll just see where it goes from there. I got a ton of Wii U games that I kind of want to show off, except Need for Speed. That just does not work for me, and trust me, I cried over that for a few hours. I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh yeah, Jmoji. That's a really good channel. You should check them out if you haven't subscribed already to them. This has been my little promotion for a channel that's way bigger than me. But I'm getting there slowly. I mean, I'm losing sub by sub, but you know, we're still in the 900s. That's fairly big. You can work within that. Think positively. Stay within my little tiny lane, my little bubble of the internet, and as it goes, 900 is still a pretty big number. That's how I treat most of my videos. If it goes into the double digits, it's a winner. If it stays underneath 10, then there might have been a problem. Now, when it comes to Splatoon, I'm just going to say this. Jmoji is not the main reason why I'm getting into Splatoon again. It's my buddy Aries. He was in the bowling video that we did with Rec Room. We talk a lot about the Splatoon characters and which ones are favorite. Like Marina, obviously. Fry, obviously. Best girl bosses ever. But I am enjoying Splatoon for a multitude of reasons. Aries being the first, Jmoji being the second, and I'm sure there's a ton on top of that. I hope you enjoy this video so far. We're not done yet. I thought that was the last one. It's not. I go stupido. Okay, last one, for real this time. When this map first came out, I thought they programmed it to be like real time, just like the actual game. But no, that's not how that works. It just changes every time you select it. It will change seasons and times at a whim. It's not like Super Smash Brothers where it like goes into your internal clock and changes upon that. This is just a stage, and plus that would have been taxing on the rest of the game, I'd imagine. I love that they got him to be the main mole that jumps out at you. His name escapes at me. Rossetti. Rossetti is his friggin' name, and they made him the little jump enemy. I'm talking about everything aside from the game, aren't I? Like, same thing that I did for everything else, talking about my life, except it's not my life. It's a bunch of video game stuff that I didn't get a chance to talk about because I am incredibly lonely. How was your day? Was it good? You know what game you should play? Mario Kart 8. Because I'm feeling really lonely right now. Heck, play along. Have this in the tab of another thing, or have it play on the phone. And when I select a map, you can play along. That's what I do with other YouTubers. I just put on a Brain Scratch Comms stream, see what track they select, and I select it at the same time to pretend that I'm playing along. We have learned a lesson from this experience. I really hope you enjoyed this. I hope you have a safe week, fantastic month, and Halloween is creeping up way faster than we thought it would. So I hope you are prepared for that. And when Christmas rolls around again, we all know who's going to be bursting from their ice block when that day comes. See you then.